last time on RPG Pals Club, the Club of Friends went in and killed some people and captured some people and saved a person, but then the gods have found them. Is it going to be them going into the slammer, or is it... Hey! What? No! How do you keep getting in here? I'll be back every time.
Get out of here, Mr. RPG. We don't need you.
Don't tell anyone. I'm the one letting him in.
That raises so many questions. Like, how was I not supposed to hear that?
You didn't hear anything.
It's a stage whisper.
Yeah, we all recognize it's a stage whisper.
See, it says in the script right here, stage whisper.
He does not have a knife to my head.
That seems like a weird place to use a knife. I'm just gonna say.
It would be weird, but since
he's
not using a knife on his head, we're fine.
That's true.
I'm suspicious of this statement now. Hold on a second.
Luke, I'm sorry, Mr. RPG himself is going to kill you. It's been nice knowing you.
But of all the ways to go, I mean, what an honor.
I imagine it would probably be something like drowning by dice, but...
Mr. RPG himself.
So, the captain of the City Watch, Highestus Stargate, has surrounded the outside entrance. He wants to find out what exactly is going on here. You there, aren't you that Zentarum robot construct thing?
My reputation precedes me. Yes, it is me. It's Care. I'm so glad that you've come. It's quite a melee we've just had, but everything seems to be okay. Renair just left. We hoped that we would keep him away from harm by leaving this place. You didn't happen to run into him on your way in, did you?
Yeah, we saw him.
Good, then you...
So you're the ones who saved him?
The very same. There are more of us upstairs. I'm sure they're on their way down.
Dodger's not saying anything.
At that, I was waiting at the door. The door slams open. I'm like, gods, hello, my friends. It's good to see you again. What an exciting day, isn't it, everyone?
So exciting.
Yes.
Koyos is just following behind, just completely confused by why everybody's acting this way to these people.
What an adventure to tell. Can you believe it, Raven people?
All right, introduce yourselves to me, because I'm going to need to take down some notes. You, wispy voice person.
Yes, Nvidia Drexel, and they do a deep bow and the wiggle hand. At your service, I'm sure you've heard of me, if not now, then a few years ago. I was a bit in the news, but it's rather exciting. And not for now, I understand, we can talk later. Yes, that's me. Hello.
Green scaly lizard.
Racist.
I'm Koyos, and I try to mimic the bow that she had done earlier, but I've got my dog in one hand, Barry. He's very important. And bark, bark. And I kind of come back up. I came here today. Hi.
Drow?
Well, you see, I'm Oi. I'm originally from the Undercity, and, okay, there's this guy...
That's fine. You, scruffy person.
Dodger Kelly.
All right, give me a brief rundown of what happened here.
Right, so we were in a bar talking to Volo, you know Volo, and he said his friend gone missing, so we thought, we're good Samaritans, why don't we go find his friend for him? And topsy-turvy, a day later, and we're just sitting over these bodies talking to you. We found one. How exciting.
Oh,
we
still the heroes.
We still have Kenku.
One of the guards comes over and whispers something into his ear. All right, since Rainier is involved with this, I'm going to just let this go. You saved him. Make sure to take all of these. And he hands you all copies of the Code Legal, which is being uploaded into the Discord right now.
Oh no.
Some of you aren't from around here. I will let you go. We're going to wrap up the rest of this investigation.
Excellent, excellent. Wonderful. All sorts of nefarious things going on in the city. like usual, I'm sure you know. Anyways, we should go.
Remember, not all city watch officers are as nice as me.
Of course, cream of the crop you are.
Isn't he just
Thirdly.
a prime example?
I'm still grumbling.
Anyways, off we go.
So they gave us like little like pamphlets with all this information on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once we're out of like earshot, I go, that's the first time a lord has ever done something in my favor. As far
You
as
should
I
go
know.
drink more.
You know how lords are. I mean, they could always be doing something. But
They could be doing something for you.
yeah,
Yes.
but this is the first time I've known of it.
I'm sure it will become much more familiar if you stick around me.
Uh-huh.
It's all about who you know in the city, and we know pretty much everyone between us, I would imagine.
Oh, I'm sure with a little overlap.
I mostly stick to the docks, but I know some people around town.
Well, we still have one pretty boy left. In fact, it's the one that we get paid for. So, to the sewers we go, or to the sewers we go.
Should we stop, like, for a potion or something? I feel like very hard to...
Casting spells is tiring sometimes.
It is, I understand.
I could.
Does the purple man
take
have
it.
any more potions or something?
He didn't have any.
Yeah, I don't have any potions.
If you need someplace cheap to stay, I know a couple of places.
What? Oh, right. But we're going to the sewers straight away, right? To make sure our pretty boy doesn't disappear into the underground network of terror that the city lies on?
Who knows
Probably
what those
should.
dreadful Xanathars are up to?
So many eyes.
I should have really asked Raynar if he had something of Floons.
I look and I try not to say anything. I'm like, oh.
It would make things easier. That's all.
Mm.
I look very embarrassed about this, though.
Do we want to get a potion, or shall we try to rush off straight away?
Well, I don't need a potion. I could use a breather, but I'm fit and ready to fight.
Oi cracks his knuckles and go, let's go kick some ass.
Right. Wonderful. To the sewers. Disgusting, sticky sewers.
Let's try
And
not to think.
so the good news is 2 of you have dark vision, 3 of you do not.
Oh, I super don't, do I?
Nope.
Misplaying
I have
Oi.
Yeah,
Oi
I have dark
and-
vision.
Yep, Oi and Dodger have dark vision. Oi has superior dark vision.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I just have normal lupine dark vision.
Does anyone have a
I
spell?
don't have dark vision.
I
Haha.
have
You
a
know what I do
spell.
have?
I think I have a spell as well.
I have a
let me just
cantrip
double
that lets
check.
me produce a flame, so I
Cool.
can be a torch. Hooray!
All right.
I have dancing lights, and I also have light. So.
Yeah, I have dancing lights as well.
That's so many dancing lights.
Dancing lights sounds like a good order. We can keep them moving between us.
What I would say, not to entirely be that GM, but dancing lights only last 1 minute at level 1.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yes, but
So,
it's a cantrip. I
light-
can keep casting it.
Oh, good point. Good point.
If you guys need light, I can provide light.
Yeah,
I have
I also
a
have
torch.
light. Yeah.
We should be lit between the 5 of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So-
I can't contribute.
My produce flame cantrip basically lets me hold a little piece of fire in my hand for as long as I want. So I can do that too.
It'll be well lit up and highly noticeable.
So, okay. Are you just heading into the sewers immediately?
Have to find that pretty boy.
Uh,
No time to loot.
and bringing Kenku with us.
No, the guards have.
No.
Oh, they
taken
arrested
Kenku.
them? Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, but rested our
got
bird.
I look
Arrested.
slightly disappointed at that. But there will be other bird friends in the future. One day.
I go, damn cops, and shove the code of order he gave me into my backpack haphazardly.
I kind of, at this point, Dodger's gonna fist bump Oi.
And we exchange fist bumps.
Yeah.
So, as you go down with your lights activated, a putrid stream follows along this sewer tunnel, which leads in 2 directions. In one direction, you see a tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk. a palm-sized circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from its circumference.
Xanathars.
Follow
Yes.
the yellow signs.
That's what he said.
Follow the yellow chalk eye.
I kind of
One of you who can
pull my
see
hood
should
back
probably
up
be in front.
and kind of tug it a little bit just to make sure it's nice and secure.
So, as you're walking, are you trying to be stealthy about this, or...
I am.
I hope so.
I mean, I
Sure
am
is.
at least.
Try. I think
Sort of
try
my
is
deal.
After about a half hour of being down here, are you still being stealthy? Or are
I am.
you... Because there's... Go ahead.
I was expecting a roll of some kind. I did, and I got a 1, so I don't think so.
So at this
You
point,
fell.
At this point, I feel like us introducing ourselves to the City Watch is the first time we've actually heard each other's names.
Oh, oops.
I
We kind of
probably
were just
said
like
that.
a squad.
So at this point, Dodger's gonna whisper, "So, oi, huh?
Yeah, that's what everyone calls me.
How did you stumble upon that?"
Well, I mean, people just keep going like, "Oi, you son of a bitch, get over here!" Like, "Oi, go clean up the campgrounds or whatever." And it just kind of stuck. So I figured, all right, well, I guess that's my name. That's how we roll in the Underdark.
I mean, I get that. Some people in the street call me Grim because I hide in dark alleys and look spooky.
Ooh,
Like as a hobby?
Well, I mean, no.
And could you be honest? Do you call yourself Grim, or was this given to you?
This was given to me.
Okay.
But
Because
it's not like I
you're not allowed
discouraged
to
it.
give yourself your own nicknames.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's not like I discouraged it, though. I mean, but if
I
you look
certainly
spooky
imagine.
enough and you kind of... Some people think that you're a werewolf.
Oh, it
Things
fits you
happen.
to a T. I won't dispute that.
We forward ahead another half hour. And so, after like an hour of following signs through the tunnels, you come to a three-way intersection where a ladder leads up into a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover. One of the familiar chalk symbols is marked on a wall nearby, and floating near the symbol is a spherical, grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye stalks. It sees you and bares its teeth.
I bow.
What is that?
For those of you who think your character might know what this is,
I think I would.
roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I probably do not know this.
Me, the human behind the curtain, knows what this is, but Koyos absolutely would have never seen one
I
before.
have a 9.
same here.
I can't see
I have a 15.
No, wait, didn't we see a plush version of it earlier?
No, this is slightly different. This is
Oh, it's
slightly
a little
different.
different.
Related.
So you got a 9?
I got a
Vin-
15.
Awesome. Anyone else rolling, or?
My Arcana is
yeah.
only +1. I can make an attempt, but I really don't think he would
Yeah.
know. He's not very
Okay, so-
studied in magic.
I think
That's
it's just
fine.
a baby beholder.
Yeah, Navinia, you know that this is not quite a baby beholder, but essentially one. Beholders are really, really weird because they basically have dreams which create more beholders, and sometimes those beholders kill them. That's been Waterdeep Facts, or whatever I called it in that earlier episode.
Waterdeep lore.
What
Uh, But yes, what you know is that this is a gazer, and Kerr, my good friend, you also know that this is a gazer, which are pretty much... It's like the puppy version of a beholder. They're very dedicated to the people who they have. They've still got some of the eye beams, but they're also just jerks, and this one is going to attack you, so we're going to need some initiative.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
no.
said puppy, and I'm like, I want to get it.
Maybe if you're high enough level one day.
One day.
Roll 10.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or if you
No.
get something that allows you to have a animal companion or familiar. Okay, so let's go. Kerr, what did he roll?
I rolled a 16 plus 2 for 18.
Nice. Navinia.
Total of 10.
Hoyos.
I rolled 2 plus 1, so that's a 3.
Oi!
10 as well.
And Dodger.
I rolled a 14 total.
All right. So Kerr, you are up first again, our good Stabotron friend.
That's funny you should mention that. I'm going to just there's a nice big juicy target on the front of this thing, and I'm going to stab directly at it.
All right.
That is for 15 total
That is going to hit.
for 8 damage.
Yeah, so you're using your fancy sword?
Yep, using my hex weapon, which is my fancy rapier.
Mm-hmm. So you get it, and you're able to jab it into its main eye, and it lets out a very angry call as you do that.
Well, we're made.
And that is Dodger's turn next.
Okay. Dodger's gonna say more forcefully this time, "Lend me your power!" and punch the blade of his shovel and try to use Toll of the Dead again.
All right. So it gets a wisdom save on this.
Mm-hmm.
It does not make that save.
Heck yeah, and since it already took some damage, it's gonna take some more damage.
Roll that d12.
Yes,
Shit.
yes I will. It's a lovely, lovely die. It hears a bunch of spooky bells and takes, well, that's not good, rolling, but whatever. 2 damage?
Oh, that
Oh,
is
no.
not enough to finish this thing off. It is
Listen,
really
listen,
angry.
I'm level 1.
Yeah, well,
Fair.
this thing is very angry at you. I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Of course. Luckily I have a proficiency in that, so.
And, Kerr, I will also need you to roll me a wisdom save.
In which I am also proficient. Nat 20.
Plus 5, that is 22 total.
Yeah, both of you are fine. You resist the rays that it shoots out of 2 of its eye stalks. And then it is Oi's turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna run up and just punch him. Just
Yeah.
punch him right in the eye. Sock him right in the eye, like a big ol' 12 plus. Where is it? 12 plus 5. Yeah, 17.
Squish that grape.
That is going to hit. Roll that damage.
All right.
Squish that grape. Squish that grape.
5.
So describe how your punch ends this gazer.
All right. So I run up, I pull my fist back, line up with that big old pupil of his, punch it as hard, like just try to aim for behind his head, and then my hand goes through the eye, like the surface of the eye, and at first I'm cool, and then I kind of just pull it out, and all of its like goop is just on there on my hand. Shake it off, and I look back to the gazer, and it just has a big old hole where the pupil is.
Yeah.
You squish the grape.
Da 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 da.
Man, that's like he's got like cartilage and bone in there. That was like his center.
So I think this whole time, like, I had bowed and like heard the violence. I was just like, wait a second. And then I stand up after all of this has happened, and I'm like, no, if we were to talk with creatures. Not now, of course. It's obviously a terrible monstrosity, but
Oh,
It did shoot lasers.
before or after it got hit.
I have to stop and think about it.
before, but it yelled first.
Right. Anyways. Better.
Better.
So there is a door and there is the ladder.
Is the door marked?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with the door.
Yeah. I thought it was just a ladder.
Nope.
Good.
And the main sewer tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of arrow slits carved into its outer walls, directly across from each other. 2 passages continue on to the north and the south. A stone door is set into the back wall of a stone ledge to the west.
Do we see any more yellow signs?
The area has changed, so roll me perception checks to see if you can find something.
All right. This is something I'm pretty okay at.
I rolled a 17.
16.
I rolled a 17 total.
I have rolled an 18 total.
All right. And Kerr, were you also rolling?
Yes, and I rolled a 16.
Oh, okay. Yep. So everybody is easily able to find the door based on how, like, it sort of sticks out from the rest of the packaging here. And so how are you proceeding? I mean, are you talking about that gazer you killed, or...
I think it's quiet time.
I would agree.
Because
Shield up.
you said arrow slits.
Uh-huh. They are
So...
past the... And, like, you're able to go into this door, and you find yourself in a small hallway. And 2 goblins in here. You, with dark vision, can see, and actually, they are both asleep right now.
I hold up 2 fingers. And to
Hold up 2 daggers.
Yeah, and then I kind of point at where they are for everyone else.
Well,
Yes.
it's usually not a good idea to leave guards to discover you later. So, and I'm whispering all of this. I'll take one. Someone would care to take the other?
He really doesn't have anything to kind of do.
Navenya, you're
I
fond of
open
those
up my
knives.
big mouth and point on the inside.
You look up and I'm like over the body already, like ready to plunge down. Like, and then I just mouth, goblins don't count.
Uh,
I kind of look upset about that, but don't say anything.
I give Navenya a thumbs up and then start counting down on my fingers from 3, 2, 1, and we both.
And make those rolls.
Oh, Luke,
Yes.
it was a nat 20 again.
You got a 1?
I got a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
It's not proficiency. So 14 on the first one, 15 plus something else on my bonus.
So, yeah, you murder these goblins in their sleep? Like, you don't even need to roll damage. Like, you coup de grace, essentially.
Oh,
Not using the
no.
coup de grace rolls.
Well,
So, what do you want to do next?
Check the
there's
bodies.
Yeah. You find one of them has 5 copper pieces and the other has 1 copper piece.
I kind of point my shovel at them and kind of, very grimly whisper, "Rest."
Putting 5 copper pieces into my pockets.
Yeah, well, you loot their bodies.
Wish them well on their
Did they
trip to the
have
afterlife.
crossbows by any chance?
Those were back in the...
There, slits.
Yeah. So, do you continue moving in?
quietly.
There is a small there is a small alcove filled with rusty weapons and threadbare clothing on the floor of the room, which is sort of a coat room and armory. Doesn't look like it's worth your time searching.
Okay.
All right.
But you say that. I'm just kidding.
And so
Trying to
you
mislead us.
follow the hallway up, and at the far end, there are actually some torches.
Actually, in those rusted weapons, is there just like a knife?
Like a rusty knife?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I cast mending on it and just have a pocket knife?
Yes.
Awesome. I just kind of go, "Lend me your power," and I shove a knife into my boot just to have.
So, at the far end of this next hallway are some lights, but roll me some perception checks.
Oh, there we go. I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
13.
I rolled a 7.
15 total.
I got a 17 total.
Okay, so for those of you who rolled over 10, you do not hear anything. The other 2 are just hearing, like, water and ambient noise.
We're bonding over. We're paying attention to the eyeballs that we reminiscing or eyeball destruction.
And so you head further into the room where you find 6 tattered straw-stuffed mattresses and nothing of value at this point. But you can hear sounds coming in from the other one, from the room next door.
As that happens, the ears perk up under the hood, making 2 tiny points.
Oh, isn't he?
Do you have a tail? Does the end of your tail flick a little bit? This is very important.
He does have a tail, but he's not gonna say that he does. It's usually hidden by the cloak, but it is like a big bushy black wolf tail.
Well,
He's going to listen in. Can I hear? Can I discern what those sounds are?
Yeah, those of you who want to listen in, roll some perception checks.
All right.
We're all gathering around this door.
Scooby-Doo style.
Yeah.
Zoinks.
15.
10.
20 total.
21 total.
I'm hanging back.
Okay, so those of you who rolled 10 or higher, you can hear a conversation between two people. One of the voices is actually familiar to you, especially to Oi. They are talking about how things have not gone well so far, and how one of these guys, Zimp, his plan is not going to work, and, you gotta plug the bottom. You gotta plug the bottom of the gap with blankets to keep them. And you're not entirely sure what they are talking about, but if you want to go in and surprise them, I'll let you roll. I'll let you go and try and do that.
Well, I'm not leading the charge. I'm squishy.
Oh, so what's the verdict? Is there people on the other side of that I should be using my talents on?
Yeah.
More or less.
Oh, I have a thing. I can make you look like the Xanathar very briefly.
Oh.
Well, actually, kind of not briefly, an hour. But it'll just put around you, and it'll look like the Xanathar is coming through the door. How exciting!
Yes.
A performance,
Oh.
yes.
Lovely. Do your work,
It's like
do
a
your work.
silent image, and just like this beholder shape appears around you.
And describe what this beholder looks like.
So I'm going off of the one in the shop, but it's not purple. It's like sort of like redder and tan and lumpy. And it's got like just extra teeth. It's got wiggly arms. And then I look at it for a second. I'm like, and I add some scar damage. I'm like, okay. All right. This is wonderful. You're going to do great.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
And
Break an eye stalk.
And so you enter in this room, and what do you say, Kerr?
Well, this is all gone lovely. You there, what are you doing? Who's in charge here?
I'm making a mouth move.
They both look at one another with like this is not their boss.
At this point, I'm just I am kind of focusing, and I'm going to set up a circle of mortality just in case.
So
what is a circle of mortality?
Basically, it allows people within range of me. I can just use spare the dying at will as a bonus action on them.
Oh,
Might be necessary.
Well. The two figures who are in here is Krintz, who you might remember before when Oi came into the bar and immediately decked him in the face. Several times. The other, who you're assuming to be Zemk, is a Durgar, which is sort of the drow equivalent of a dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
And Krintz is nursing his wounds, and Zemk is in a good condition, and they're both looking at this beholder. I'll give the rest of you one round of surprise on them, except for Navinia and Kerr. So, Oi, Koyos, and Dodger. Well, and Dodger, you're doing your spell. So, Oi and Koyos, what are you up to?
Oh, that's just an at will for me.
Well, is it an action, though?
What?
Yeah, one bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So, if it's a bonus action, can Dodger still do something, or?
Yeah, I'll let him do something.
Cool.
Oh boy, because I remember the dude that Oi punched, because I was also there with him.
Mhm.
When I watched this go down, I was like, oh yes, this is the guy that we punched, correct?
Yeah.
The first thing you learn in the city. Punch this guy.
We punched this man.
This one man.
This one man can absorb so many punches.
And the rest of us can see them, right?
Yeah.
this
The
point,
door is
okay.
open, and it's sort of like the beholder is a facade in front, but you all can see through it.
Okay.
Boy, I wish I had spells.
I put Barry down and I tell him to stay.
Barry will know how to stay because this is not a safe Barry location.
No,
And
it's not a Barry approved.
It's very dangerous.
But I look at Krins and I just go, round 2, bitch, and line up and try to deck him again.
All right.
And you like come through the beholder too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I rolled an 11 plus 5, 16.
And you actually get the bonus action as well because you were a monk. So
Right.
you get to roll 2 attacks each round. Like, that's part of the monk.
Okay.
Oh, is that level 1?
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So you get to roll 2 attacks. So give me those results.
All right. So I rolled a 16 on one attack
Uh-huh.
and a 16 on the other attack.
Yeah, those are both going to hit poor Krintz. So what damage are you doing?
I guess I'm doing regular unarmed strikes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's,
but no,
but
like
it's
roll
monk
that
with
damage.
monk die. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, how much damage? All right, never mind. I just, let's see, 2 plus 3, that's 5 for one roll, and 9 for the other roll. So that's 14 total. Just give him the 1, 2.
Describe your horrifying oi fatality that you were doing to poor Krintz.
No friendships here.
All right. There we go. All right. So the beholder so like when I leap through the beholder, it's like I'm jumping through a hologram, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get a running start behind the beholdergram. I go round 2, bitch. I lean up. I dive through the air, give a Superman punch to Krintz's face while he's stumbling back, uppercut to the jaw.
Yeah, so you, like, do that whole Street Fighter, knock them up into the air with a punch. And, like, there is a chandelier on the ceiling, and so he gets stuck on, like, the chandelier. Like, one arm is just sort of holding onto it. It's not like he is impaled or anything, but,
Okay.
yeah, he is dead and hanging on a chandelier. Dodger and Koyos, what are you doing for the rest of your full actions?
Oh, I say my turn, and I'm gonna go through the other side of the beholder, and I'm gonna try to kneecap this other guy with the shovel.
All right.
Who's this other man, by the way? Who is he again?
Juror? A dark dwarf?
A Durga, yeah.
Dark dwarf. All right.
So I mean, I'm aiming low. All right, that's not bad. +2. I actually have to look at my attacks and stuff now. 18. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. And I am going to use. Well, I'm only using one hand for my spear because my other one's got my shield up. So it's going to do a d6. And that's 5.
5 total?
Oh, yes. Plus my damage, or because I get I get to add strength. I have 0 strength, so yes, 5.
All right.
Uh,
And Koyos.
It's my turn. So since I was kind of low down putting Barry on the floor, I would like to take on all fours out from under the beholder hologram and full blown just crocodile bite this dark dwarf man. Since everybody's
right.
just attacking, I'm going with the group. How does he like a nat 20?
Oh. Okay, so do you want to roll to try and confirm that, or are you good just doing full damage?
I think I'll just do full damage.
Okay,
I'm gonna duck so this crocodile jaw just lunges out above me.
all right, so that bite is going to be doing 8 damage.
Well, wait. I'm,
It is,
I'm sorry.
Wait, no, that would be 2d6.
Yeah, it's
Well,
2d6 plus 2.
Yep, so
Plus, I
let
guess
me know what
4.
you get.
Let's find out. Let's roll 2d6s. Oh boy, a 6 and a 4. Plus
So a total of
4
12?
damage. So yeah, total of 12 damage altogether.
Oh, yeah, you, like, clamp down on his leg. Like, bite through his foot. It's like, wah! Making some dwarven swear that you do not understand.
This is some Lake
And-
Placid crap. I'm just letting you guys know that.
I turned him into Wario for a hot second there. Wah!
What's Lake Placid?
Oh, it's a movie with Betty White.
It's
I'm
a slasher.
asking that both in character and out of character.
And I'm going to need some initiative.
Oh boy.
All right.
I'm on fire with these 20s, huh? Jesus Christ. It's 21 total for me.
With a nat 20?
Yes, with a nat 20.
Okay,
Again.
yeah, just make another attack on him right now.
Sure.
Just real quick.
I'm just
Nibble.
doing the same thing. And another bite. Okay, hey, it's not a nat 20. It's
Yay.
16 plus 4.
Yeah, roll that damage right now.
Alright. 6 damage plus 2. 6, 7, 8. 8 damage.
How does this guy die? Very unfortunately.
I don't think, I just start shaking him with his, legs still in my mouth, and I think that just, removes his leg from his body, and, he's not gonna have a fun time bleeding out. I'm sorry.
And then his buddy Krentz had steel plated boots on, and so he gets his head knocked into the boot, falls into a door, and then another bed that was one of those hideaway beds falls out onto him.
It just springs out.
I just shake him and he just goes flying off his own leg. He just Rube Goldbergs himself straight
I have my
to hell.
shield up just to kind of keep myself more clean.
And I'm just standing there with a bleeding leg in my mouth. Do we do it?
But also, I haven't seen any of this. I was just oh, beholder. Then everyone ran through. I'm wait, what?
I look back to Navinia. We're doing great.
And so on the other side of the room are 2 more doors. There is one that has a bunch of beds and things moved up to the door, and then the other does not. So that bed door is to the north and the other door is to the south.
Perhaps it's the one to the north.
Oh,
Also, I'm
sure.
keeping the illusion up, so there's just a beholder sort of floating around this room right now.
I'm also imagining that you're making it move its lips when I talk
Oh,
still.
yeah. Absolutely.
You're dedicated to the bit.
I commit to a bit.
I mean, the north
stuff
is
that's all piled up against the door, does it look like they were trying to keep something from opening the door?
Yes.
I'm sure
sounds
there's something
suspicious a
good
little
there,
bit.
but
There's so many bodies.
I
south?
kind of this one I'm a bit more hesitant, but I still kind of go rest to these bodies as well.
The body that's just on the chandelier,
I touch each part of the dwarf just to be safe.
Leg in the body.
the leg I've absolutely still got in my mouth, and I'm definitely trying to consume.
Yeah, I just kind of wave the shovel at that one.
I would also like to go get my dog back. I go get Mary. A very small dog did not need to witness me murder a man for food.
I start pulling things away from the blocked door.
while the door is getting unblocked, I want to investigate the south door.
Yeah. So the door opens up easy, and you see some curtains at the far end of it that you'd need to pass through to see more of what is in that other room.
I'd like to do so, but very stealthily.
Roll me a stealth check.
There we go. That's another nat 20. It's a hot die.
Yeah, we will find out what you see when the rest of the party is done moving things away from that door.
I would like to help people move things away from the door because I am large and strong.
Okay, yeah, you are able to move everything away from the door, and who's actually opening the door?
Yeah, I'm in the corner away from that, taking a breather.
Yeah, I'm like moving like half a chair at a time. Like I'm very weak. I'm like, it must be Mabel. It's very heavy.
You having trouble there?
No,
I just, with my dog in one hand and my, just like, moving like an entire drawer with like the other, like it's no big deal.
Yeah, so who opens the door?
you need to volunteer. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I look at my companions here who seem to be absolute characters, and I roll my eyes and go, well, I guess this is it. Then he just kind of pulls the door open slowly, like trying to keep his frame away from like the open, pathway. So yeah, I'm going to be the one to open the door, trying to keep my...
and I had the beholder floating in front of it just in case.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. When you open the door, you find... Ooh, how do I describe this thing? It is
Oh no.
a about 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot gray gooey block.
Mm,
Oh,
I don't
You're
like
familiar with oozes, Oi.
What's that?
This is a gray ooze.
Okay.
And it slithers at you, and Artie, who is up there, I'm going to need some initiative rolls.
It slithers
Oh, no.
at a beholder.
It don't care.
Yeah.
I
okay.
mean, it's an ooze.
Ooze has got to ooze.
Yeah, they're not the smartest.
21 total.
All right.
18 altogether.
Lavinia
15.
and Dodger.
God. I did not do good. I'm in the far corner, so this makes sense. I got a 7 total.
All right. So, Oi, you are up first.
I closed the door on it.
Perfect.
All right. Is anyone else going to do anything?
I float the beholder through the door to where I saw, like, I'm trying to make it, like, behind the ooze to lure the ooze away from the door so we can have time to stack things back in front of the door.
The ooze does not do anything, but are the rest of you spending your turn on that?
If everybody's just suddenly moving stuff back in front of the door.
If everyone's putting furniture back in front of the door, I'm gonna help.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
So
I guess that was a bad choice.
while you're doing that, the ooze is able to squeeze under the gap in the door.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
That gap we
And-
talked about.
It is going to make an attack on Koyos.
Oh no!
I am pretty sure an 8 is not going to hit you, though.
It is not. I have scales, which are very strong in armoring me.
Yeah, so it
Great.
tries to hit you and misses. Dodger, it's your turn.
Oh. I go, lend me your power, and I just like punch the shovel a couple of times.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. Well, they rolled a resist.
Told the dead.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
right.
Told some dead.
Yeah, it fails.
Yeah, I mean it's a ooze. I didn't think it was gonna pass.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do a D8 of damage to them. 7 necrotic damage.
All right, and then it is Oi's turn.
All right. So closing the door didn't work on him.
No, it popped through.
Damn it. All right. I'm going to try to stomp on it. All right. I swing. I roll a 21 to hit. I'm sorry, 23 to hit.
And are you also doing a second punch as well?
Yeah.
What's the
So-
second hit?
The second hit is 8.
That still is enough to hit.
Okay.
So roll me that damage.
All right. 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5, so 11 damage.
Yeah, you punch it really fast, and like as you pull it back, you have some jelly on your hands. Koyos,
Right.
it's your turn.
I don't want to bite this thing. It doesn't seem very conducive to being bitten. So I'm gonna take up a bit of a defensive pose, and by that I mean I'm putting Barry behind me
Mm-hmm.
as much as I can, and with my other hand I would like to produce flame and chuck it at the ooze.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, that's fire damage. Nice. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to hit.
How much damage?
How about 5 damage?
It only takes half of that.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh,
And Lavinia.
a stab. I'm gonna stab it twice. First one is 19 for some damage, for 4 damage,
Mhm.
slice. And then my second attack is, so I don't add proficiency.
No, do you have 2-weapon fighting style?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, then no.
So it's just a straight attack.
Mhm.
Then I got a 6.
The second one hits, and the dagger that you struck with has a permanent -1 on it.
Oh no!
No.
One
Good
of my
damage.
7 daggers!
Oh no!
I can probably help with that later. Don't worry.
Hooray!
And it is the ooze's turn. It is going to strike at Dodger.
Ah, man.
Does a 12 hit you?
No, it does not.
Then it misses with its attack.
I'm just
And
it just like swipes at me with a pseudopod. I'm just lifting a foot.
Okay, so Dodger, it is your turn.
Dodger's gonna do the same thing and just keep punching the shovel in hopes that it dies. And use Toll of the Dead again.
Yeah, it fails its check, so just roll that
Yeah,
damage.
D12 this time because it's definitely taken some damage.
Yes, it has.
How does 7 damage do?
This time, the sound seems to resonate in it, and it wiggles and wiggles and wiggles and wiggles and wiggles and wiggles, and it looks like it's going to, like, explode. And then it just sort of deflates like a souffle with a...
Oh no!
Of
Like a
course.
whoopee cushion. All the air right out of it.
Always got to be careful down in these sewers.
Yeah, so, like, looking into the room that it came from, there's, like, some dead goblins, their weapons that have been similarly messed with, and this is a lavatory, so they were just pooping into a hole.
If there's something I've learned from comics, it's that ooze beings hate loud noises. So there you go.
Oh my god.
And, yeah, so, resolved, we cut back to Kerr, who is looking in. Threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of a long hall, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with a foot on the chest of a human male with wavy red blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist, and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks like a disembodied brain with feet.
I like the sound of that.
Well, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh,
so.
sure. I mean, as a player.
Brain with feet.
We're using that
Oh,
nat
no.
20 stealth that I rolled earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sneaking right up behind that muscular half orc and gonna try and run him through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I get a good look at the human that he's got his foot on the chest of?
That human does match the description of Floon.
Okay. Then yeah,
Blackbar.
we're running this half orc.
Okay.
And give me one more. I know you got one more 20 in you.
Believe.
Okay. Well, that's a 19.
Oh, very close.
Not bad.
That is going to hit.
And that's 1d8 plus 3. That's 11.
Yeah. So
While I'm
you run your rapier through this half orc. His name is Grumshar, BT dubs.
Through his name
And-
tag in the front.
Yeah. And
No,
Hello, my
he-
name is Grumtar.
lets Grumshar.
Well, no, he's running him from behind, so it's probably like a tramp stamp.
No, I was saying your sword went through the name tag through his back.
oh god.
Oh, fair enough. Like a post-it note holder.
Yes, so you run him through with your sword, and he looks like he is about to die until his head turns around and stares at you. Because,
Like an
half-orcs
owl?
got that.
Yeah.
Not that as much, but, half-orcs have that drop to 1 hit point instead of getting murdered.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Floon's over here.
And-
I'm yelling behind me. I'm trying to get my parties. I have no idea what's happening behind me, but I know that you don't
They're not doing
keep
anything
the element
important.
of surprise while someone is looking at you.
Yeah.
All right, and we are going to roll some initiative here. The rest of the party, unaware of what is going on, will be here in 2 rounds.
2 rounds. 2 rounds. 2 rounds.
Good luck. I will try to save you if you die.
I'm very strong.
Should
So,
we all
Kurt,
roll
what did you
initiative?
I got
Yes, everybody will roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Kurt,
we're rolling?
initiative.
Everybody will.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a 14 plus 2 for 16.
All right, Dodger.
13 total.
Okay, Oi,
18 total.
Hoyos,
16 total.
and Navinia.
Have that at 8.
Okay, the Mind Flayer, who's sitting on the chair, says, Grumshaw, you have failed me too many times before. Once you're done killing this fool, make sure to interrogate the captive. I have better things to do. And he walks out of the room through a portal that he opens up.
Ooh.
I was wondering if it was going to be a portal or he was just going to do like a James Bond villain slide.
He does leave his pet thing that he was playing with.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Good.
That's
good.
never good.
No, it is good. A new pet.
So Oi and Koios would go here, but they are not. Kerr, it's your turn.
So, Grumshar, was it? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And then I'm going to remove my blade and jam it through a little higher, aiming for the neck.
Okay, roll to hit.
That's a nat 20.
Okay,
Hey!
roll that double damage.
Do I add the proficiency twice or once? Or
Once.
Okay. Oh, that's off the table. 12 plus 3 for 15.
Yeah. How'd you horribly murder Grumshar?
By Grumshar.
Okay, so he turned his head around to me, and I was he like facing me or turned around?
He had like turned his head around to
Okay.
you.
Then I'm going for the temple. Something clean.
Yeah, so you drive it through, and he is not getting that thing. He can only use that half-orc power once before a long rest, and he's not going to do anything after this very long rest he has just started
The
now.
longest rest.
Well, and then I'm going to, but it like a real quick one, like just in and out, wiping off the blade.
Mm-hmm. And then Dodger would go here, Vinny would go here, and the brain thing, it is called a intellect devourer.
I don't like the name of that.
It looks kind of sad that its boss left. It rolled a nat 1 on its initiative roll. So at the end of this next round, the rest of the party will presumably be getting here. So Oi, Koyos would go, and then Kerr, you got this brain thing here, or there's other more interesting stuff?
Well, I'm going to attend to Floon. Yes, Floon. Yes, correct.
Yes. Who are you?
My name is Kerr. I'm a representative of the Waterdeep, Zentarum, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Not the same pleasure that I had with Crumshar there, but a pleasure all the same. Come on, to your feet, to your feet.
That thing, you gotta get rid of it.
What thing?
And
Go on.
the brain.
Well, I can try.
The brain.
Have I used my action? Yep.
Objective stated.
Yeah, you
Okay.
used your normal action to get him up off the ground. You can still move with him.
Okay, I'm going to push him towards the back, away from the brain, towards where my friends will be coming. They're really lovely people. They'll be a pleasure to meet as well. And remember, Kier, Waterdeep Zentarum. Now, and I'm kind of push him away and turn around and face the brain.
All right, Dodger. You'll be arriving next turn. Navinia, you'll be arriving next turn. And so it goes back up to the old intellect devourer. And it is going to make 2 attacks on you, buddy.
Bring it.
Oof. Well, luckily, that's not the... Oh, no, that's still not great for you.
Oh no.
That's not good.
That's never a good sign.
No, that is not. That is going to be... Yeah, 15 damage coming at you.
Okay, I hit the floor.
Yeah, it claws at you, and it is going to then, once it sees that you're gone, because it doesn't recognize you as having a brain, it is going to try and make an attack on Floon, but Floon is able to resist. So, Oi!
I'm going to run up and try to knock that sucker out.
All right. Is that what Mama said?
Yeah, she did, actually.
Oh boy.
Knock you out.
Don't call it a comeback.
Well, it's what Lul said, but...
Ugh.
All right, so, and I can use, it's close enough that I can use, like, both of my attacks, right? Both of my actions to attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled an 18 plus 5, 23 to hit,
Yep.
and another 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And for damage, let's roll for 4 plus 5, 9 damage.
It is only taking half of that.
Okay.
And so you punch this brain, and you never really punched a brain before.
Okay.
Koyos!
I punched an eye. You'd figure it's also, like, squishy.
It's also squishy.
It's a different, also disgusting texture.
You know, eyes have that
It's
cartilage.
like a cold bowl of spaghetti.
Oh, cool.
I have
Well,
played that
spaghetti.
game. Punching an eye is like putting your hand into a bowl full of skinless grapes.
The biggest grape I've ever
Ew.
seen.
With a thin layer of sugar for that cartilage protective lens crunch.
Yes.
Human grape juice.
Ooh.
Oh man, I kind of wish
yeah.
we had have rested beforehand, only because then I could play Hungry Jaws. But...
Yeah, I'm right there with you because I'm just like, boy, I have some spells I would love to cast.
Well, I have curse.
But anyhow,
Same.
It's it is my turn, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Well, seeing my friend Oi punch a brain, I want to join the fight, so I'm gonna do what I did to the dwarf, but to the brain. See
Okay,
if I can do what I did to the dwarf. 17 total.
that hits.
Excellent with my good bite. 6, 7, 8 damage total.
It only takes half of that.
That's still 4 damage.
Yep. Kerr,
It resists my very
I'm
strong
gonna
mouth.
make
Ah.
save and throw.
Save and throw.
Save.
Friendly neighborhood saving throw.
That would not be
Please
friendly.
don't die, robot friend. Will your bleeding out soon end?
Not this time,
Okay.
because I just rolled an 8.
Dodger.
All right, so Dodger's gonna he has things to do. What he's gonna do is he's gonna rush in, shield up, and stand between this brain bastard and Floon and his robot acquaintance. I don't know if he would call them a friend yet, but definitely an acquaintance. And he's going to use Spare the Dying, which I can use because I'm within 30 feet. And they are automatically stabilized and return to zero health.
Yep, and luckily, Kerr does not count as a construct.
Hey, that's very good.
Yeah.
Pray for Warforged.
I can't really do anything else right now because I don't have any. Well, as far as healing goes, because I don't have any spells. But you're not dying.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I believe that's a
you
bonus.
still got level 1s.
Yeah. Well, nope. I used both of them.
Oh, okay, you just didn't mark them off in the boxes.
Oh, yes, I forgot to do that because this is a interactive character sheet, and I'm not used to using them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, what's up?
I believe that's a bonus action for me. If I can do if I can do something else, I'm probably not. I'm probably just gonna stay at the ready.
Punch that shovel.
Kind of.
Punch that shovel?
I mean, I could, but I'm holding up the shield and kind of being standing guard, I guess.
Okay.
So, Navinia,
Yes.
your turn.
I rush in, behold her first, and then say, ew, sticky. And then I go to stab it twice.
Did you switch out one of your...
Yeah,
Did you switch
yes.
out your gross dagger? Okay.
I'm using one of my theirs. Oh, no. So my first one is not very good. Is a 9 to hit, but my second
That
one...
misses.
My second one's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That's good. And then it's 4 damage.
So it only takes half of that. It is the Intellect Devourer's turn. It's not very happy about being stabbed, and so it is going to attack and miss Navinia with its claws, but it also has a mental attack. So you need to make an intelligence saving throw.
12?
You got a 12? You save.
Oh,
just.
Phew.
Oi!
Yes.
Your turn.
All right. Listen, this little intellect devourer, this fucking nerd, is my speed bag right now. So I'm going to continue wailing on him.
All right.
First is a 12
That is just enough to hit.
and 17.
That also hits.
All right. Now for damage, 8 total.
All right. So it only takes half of that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, eventually your hands will be magical for purposes of overcoming things. Koyos.
All right.
Since my bite didn't work last time, and since the brain has kind of decided to focus in on Navinia this time, I'm going to produce flame and chuck it at the brain.
Awesome.
Set that brain on fire. That brain is on fire.
I was going to make that joke.
It's too late. I made the joke. You can't.
Oh, do you set fire to
18
the brain?
total. That's what I'm
Watch it
trying
burn
with
as
an
you touch its
18.
face?
Hey, so does an 18 set fire to the brain?
Yes.
Excellent. D8. Not half bad. How does a 5 feel?
That is all going to it,
Aha.
but it is still kicking. Not well. It is a crispy brain. Kerr, we're
I'm
still
just-
not doing great.
Yep, I'm stabilized. I'm at
Yep.
0 health, and I'm just laying on the ground.
We can
And a
tell
nice
by the
nap.
way you don't walk. You're a stabilized man. Stabilized. Stabilized.
You're welcome.
Dodger.
This has become
Dodger-
the musical episode
Yeah.
of RPG Pals. Welcome to the fun.
Well, Dodger's gonna show them Hell's Bells. By punching the head of that shovel again.
Mhm.
And he's gonna go, lend me your power one last time, and just slams his fist against it.
It saves.
Ah, you jerk.
You know what the problem was? No ears.
That's true.
Classic mistake.
Navinia, it is your turn.
A stab. Who stab? First stab's a 10. Second stat's a
That's a miss.
15.
That second one hits. Can you wrap this up?
Ooh, I don't think so, because I did 3 points. 3 points of damage from me.
You wrapped it up.
Did I?
Hey!
Yay!
Hey,
Can I think I just, like, am dodging all the stuff, and it goes to, it's got a beak, right? That's the thing I'm thinking of. Brain,
No,
beak,
it's
tentacles?
like a no.
Okay.
It's
Oh, that's a different. Okay. Anyways, it goes to attack, and I just like slice up through it, and like the point of my dagger comes up like a little hat for a second, and I pull it, and it just falls to the ground.
For some reason, when you said like a brain with feet, I was absolutely assuming it just had like people legs.
It's just
Nope.
a brain, but with like giant, naked, hairy man legs sticking out of it.
Like that picture of Toad from Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Please
exactly.
retweet.
Please retweet that picture of Toad, but just like a brain instead of Toad.
it's a good picture of an intellect devour.
Yeah. Just
Please retweet this picture of an
bare
intellect
feet
devour.
slapping against the ground as it charges us.
I think I was thinking of a grell. I think they're called, but anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, like the okay.
Yeah, sorry,
So
got my brains confused.
I just kind of look down at Kier and go, I told you not to get hurt again.
I am prestidigitating everything off of me. Like, ugh. Gross.
But
we'll let this one go. We'll let this episode go a bit long, so we can just wrap up this first part of the adventure.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I just kind of, I'm looking relieved that everyone that I actually care about is still okay, ish, but annoyed. But that's kind of perpetual, I guess.
Am I just stuck at 0? Like,
I can roll a medicine,
give me like 1 health?
perhaps.
I don't know.
That's more for stabilizing and diagnosing, not actual healing. Though maybe you should look around
Yeah,
here.
there might be a
Yeah.
healing potion. I go over to Floon and I start cleaning them up. I am so sorry about this. We took a bit of time, but don't worry. You're here. You're safe now. Oh, you are pretty.
I am. I'm kind of looking over. I start to ask if they're okay, but I see they're currently occupied.
I'm fussing.
May I do some perception checks to see if there's anything in this area that will help get Kier up and about?
Yeah, actually, just like wandering around, because I'm assuming you're less interested in some of the other stuff that's going on here. Like, you check out the body of the dead half-orc, and you find, like, a really weird book that you don't know how to deal with.
I don't
Like,
know
it's-
words.
Yeah, but you have Grumshar's spell book, and then, like, going behind the throne that was in here is a small, unlocked wooden chest with 2 potions of healing, 16 gold pieces, 82 silver pieces, and 250 copper pieces.
Is the small chest, is it kind of loose? Like, can I just pick it up?
Yes.
All right, I just grab it by one corner and just kind of drag it out from behind the the thing and just kind of drag it over to the Kieran Dodger situation.
Yeah, which is
I found
probably
this.
good because I'm currently trying to drag Kier over under their arms towards the wall, but I imagine they're very heavy as a robot, so I'm not really doing much.
Oh yeah, he's Kira's a sturdy boy.
Yeah, I am trying my best, but I only have 10 strength,
Oh,
and I'm about,
You
a
tiny
little over
weakling.
5.5 feet tall. So you know, it's a bit hard.
tiny baby dog cannot lift the strong metal man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's
I found
essentially
this.
what's happening.
I kind of drag it out like just proud that I found something and kind of just open it to show Dodger the things I have found,
Oh,
which look important, and also there's a bunch of shiny rocks that
is
I
that
don't
a
care
potion
about.
of healing?
I don't know,
Ooh,
maybe.
even.
Give it to Kier.
I
can't lift him.
I put Barry down next to Dodger, kind of like
Okay,
to watch
Dodger
him for
will
a
watch
second.
Barry.
Excellent. And I will take one of the potions and kind of look at Kier, look at the potion, look back at Kier, uncork the potion, and just
I kind of
shove
like
it in his
shrug.
face. Just kind of, does Kier have a mouth?
Yes.
All right. I take the bottle and I put it up to his mouth and just kind of pour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're both puzzling this out because I imagine during this whole shrugging motion, I just kind of go shrug and like, oh.
Ooh.
So Kier, you gain 7 hit points back.
Oh,
Have a
Did
nice
we-
nap.
it was okay. Is the brain still here?
The brain is
I
dead.
mean, technically, it's dead, though.
Hey, dead is good. Dead's good. Well, we have the person we came looking for. Let's see if there's anything else worth taking.
Floon is also in very bad condition if you want to give the other health potion to him.
I will. I'll do that.
Okay, yeah, so he looks much better after getting healed.
Been more people.
Thank you.
though?
Yes.
Awesome.
Just absolutely radiant.
Was Koyos, did you take that spell book or just like leave it?
No,
on
I
the
just
orc?
kind of looked at it, opened it up, turned it upside down to see if anything fell out, and closed it and threw it over my shoulder.
Can I find anything cool, or is
That's everything that was in here.
okay?
So if
what
you
about
want the book, it's
Orc Man?
definitely
Does the
just
Orc
kind of
Man
there.
have anything?
I want to check out
He
the
just
Orc Man
had a
as
spell
well.
book.
Okay, fair
His
enough.
other stuff was in that chest.
Does
Well,
any-
Koyos found the spell book and sort of just tossed it aside, so
Okay,
obvious spell book.
I'm going to take the obvious spell book.
It's an obvious spell book, but I can barely read, so.
I'll pick that one up.
Those are the spells that it has in it. Burning Hands, Disguise Self, False Life, Shield, Unseen Servant, and Witch Bolt.
That is not
And-
bad.
No. So there are 4 additional, sort of walkways in here. 2 head down stairs. One just seems to have an empty ending, and then the other is a pair of double doors.
We should probably leave, right?
The way we
We
We found the
came.
pretty boy,
The
so.
way we came.
Accomplished what we asked for, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to run into any guys with squid faces that can just disappear through holes.
Or any of these,
Yeah.
gesture towards the beholder that's, slowly spinning in the air.
It's still there.
Yeah,
It's just
lasts for an hour.
Messing with. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. It's just hanging out. Cool.
Yeah. I wipe my goo-covered hands on my cloth pants,
Oh,
and
let me help.
yeah, we should probably.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
So, okay, all of you guys, got out of where you'd come in from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're picking up the
Okay.
paintings on our way out.
Yeah.
We can't. The
Like
guards.
the guards. No, the guards have already left.
Oh,
Yay.
yes.
And
I help with this one this time.
so, how are you getting back? Do you want to, take a carriage ride?
I mean, we got the money, and I'm tired.
I would prefer a carriage ride, yes.
Carriage ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can a carriage fit all of us?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Well, actually, it would take, 6 coins to get a coach.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
6 silver. Okay, so someone mark off 6 silver points. Or
Okay.
6 silver coins from what they got. And you are brought back with Floon to the Yawning Portal.
Real quick, can you say what was in the chest again? Did any of
Yeah.
us
I didn't
take
mark
that.
that down. That was too
Okay.
fast for me.
Yeah, I drug it out, but I did not take anything because I was more interested in the potions than the shiny rocks.
There
okay.
we go. Thank you.
And-
So we all
somebody else
took
can have
5
them.
gold. I'm sorry, 3 gold. I'm assuming we're splitting this evening.
Well, we can figure out
We do maths afterwards.
later on. So yes, you arrive back, and Volo and Flood give each other great big hugs, and Volo's like, well, yes, yes, you saved my friend. I am so very, very thankful.
We
Yeah.
appreciate your thanks, as does the Waterdeep Zentarum.
We appreciate your
Yes.
thanks, and by happenstance, so does some Zentarum, I suppose. But a thank you with coin is always nice as well.
Oh, and arranged for.
Blue,
Uh,
Volo,
You do have the coin, don't you?
your face is doing that
So,
thing it does.
I confess that I have but a few coins to spare, but never let it be said that Volo ringes on a promise. Allow me to present you with something much more valuable. And he holds out a scroll tube. The deed to a remarkable property here in Waterdeep. We'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer of ownership. I'll arrange a meeting with one of you after you've inspected the estate and deemed it satisfactory, but this is yours.
Take the scroll.
Dodger looks interested again.
I open the scroll.
It is a deed to Troll Skull Manor, a historic building in the North Ward. And it is legitimate and notarized.
Oh dang!
Being from the city, would I know of Troll Skull Manor?
It's
That it's not a great house right now.
It used to be a bar, and not anymore, and just nobody has really stayed on it for a while.
Do I know anything about it? Because I have history.
Yeah, that's what we're sort of figuring
as
out
do
right
I.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can find out a bit more about that next week, but for now,
We got a house.
yes. And so next time, paperwork. And all of you gain 1 level.
I'm not homeless
shit.
anymore.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm Sam. I play as Kerr, the aristocratic Zentarum Warforged, and you can find me online at Frundingloom on Twitter. That's Frunding_Loom.
I am Madison, and I play Koyos, the lizard man who just loves dogs. And you can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRikuru. That's Rikuru spelled Rikuru. Or just by screaming into the void. That works too, probably.
And I've been Eric. I played as the punk monk drow. Oi. And okay, listen, you gotta make it catchy for the if you want it to catch on. You can find me on Twitter at Rhythm Bastard. I also do punk music based off nerdy stuff, so you can find that at either rhythmbastard.rocks, patreon.com/rhythmbastard, rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com, or on Facebook, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, all that other cool stuff.
Hey, I am Gar Sahoni Atkins, and I play Dodger, who's currently a mystery. Shh. You can find me and occasional articles on game design or actual game design that I wrote myself at Sahoni_stuff on twitter.com. That is spelled Sahoni, Sahoni. Come hang out.
Yeah, I'm Gina Dazer. I play Navenia Drexel, just your average story-hungry person of normal descent who is excited to be involved. You can find me online at Twitter at Adaser, Adaser, or twitch.tv/theposhpanda, where I do illustrations and game design.
And I'm Luke, your game master. You can find me on Twitter at Koltreg, that's Koltreg, along with RPG Pals Club, which is what you have been listening to, because I don't think we named it. You can also find me on the podcast Multiverso Q, which is a comic recap podcast, as well as Exiled, which is a actual play using the Marvel Phase Rip system about superheroes and emotions, and on the John Wiki podcast, where it's explaining John Wick through Wikipedia links. This has been RPG Pals Club. Our website is rpgpals.club. Our Twitter is rpgpalsclub. And we're on RPG Pals Club. We are playing the Waterdeep Dragon Heist 5th Edition adventure. And thank you for listening to our first episode. Our next one will be released when it is released. We're still figuring out the schedule and that sort of things. But thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, let us know on Twitter. And we'll see you next time. Peace.